Hello, my dear students. Very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all to this online lecture. In the first lecture of FIBSc of Introduction of Syllabus for this semester, CH 101 Physical Chemistry, as I told in the first lecture, here I am going to teach Physical Chemistry, CH 101 of this semester. This semester, CH 101 Physical Chemistry has 3 topics. Already we discussed in the previous lecture: chemical energetics, chemical equilibrium, and the ionic equilibrium. 3 topics for this semester. So from this semester, from these 3 topics, today I am going to start chapter number 3, ionic equilibrium. This is a very simple topic, very easy topic, and the conceptual topic means, as we see here, ionic equilibrium means the whole topic which we are going to be discuss the ionic molecules, where certain electrolytes, the discussion of electrolytes, what is meant by electrolyte, what are the types of electrolytes, and what is meant by ionization or degree of ionization, dissociation, factors affecting on dissociation, different equilibrium constants. Means this topic is related with equilibrium of ionic molecules, the whole concept which we are going to see in this topic. Okay, let me start this topic with the first concept of electrolyte. Today's lecture we are going to see what is meant by electrolyte and their types of electrolyte. Now, whenever we thinking about the electrolyte or a non-electrolyte, in the name of the word of electrolyte, as we already little bit of have the idea about electrolytes, non-electrolytes. Okay, in the previous standard of 11th and the 12th standard, we have the little bit idea about these electrolytes. For example, if I take the example of KCl or NaCl or HCl or NaOH, if these ionic compounds, ionic molecules, if dissociated in a particular solution, what happens? In a aqueous solution, let us consider aqueous solution. This is aqueous solution. Here it is the aqueous solution. If take any compound of this one, whether it is KCl, NaCl, HCl and the NaOH, because these are the ionic compounds. As we know the ionic compounds, what is meant by the ionic compounds? There the bond between these elements, they have the ionic bonds. They can form into the ions. Those molecules, ionic compound, they form into the ions, means they have the charges. When it forms into the charges, they form of plus as well as negative. Means there is cations and the anions. Means they having the charges. Ions are nothing but they form into the ions. Ionic compound or certain molecules, they form into the ions are called as the ionic compounds. The bond is the ionic bond. They form the charges. Okay, here for this consideration, if I take this any of molecule, this one, whether it is KCl, NaCl, HCl, NaOH, anything, if it is dissociated, if it is taken in a aqueous solution, water solution is taken, what will happen? Suddenly it is dissociated or it ionizes. It is ionizes or ionized means it split into the ions. It split into the ions. Like if I take HCl, what will happen? H plus Cl minus. H plus Cl minus. If I take NaCl, Na plus Cl minus. If I take KCl, K plus Cl minus, means this particular compound, these ionic compound, they form into the ions. On the basis of these forms of the ions, these ions plays an important role. These ions plays an important role. From that, we can come to the concept of electrolyte. What is the electrolyte? Electrolyte are those substance. Electrolyte are those substance. They carry electricity. They carry electricity. is known as the electrolyte. Why they carry the electricity? Because electrolyte are those substances they carry the electricity because of the presence of ions. As I told you, if any ionic compound, if it dissociated in a water, in a aqueous solution means what? Water solution. In a aqueous, any ionic compound, if it dissociated in aqueous solution, they forms into the ions. Due to the formation of these ions, they carry the electricity. They carry electricity. Therefore, electrolyte are those substance which conduct, which carries electricity in an aqueous solution due to the presence of ions. Due to the presence of ions. Means what? Electrolyte are those substance. If I define it, electrolyte, very simple, electrolyte are those substance conduct or carries electricity due to the presence of ions in an aqueous solution. Don't bother about the spelling mistake. I hope you understood. These are what are the electrolyte? Electrolytes are those substances conduct or carries the electricity due to the presence of ions in an aqueous solution are called electrolytes. What are the examples we can see? Examples, very simple, as I told just now. KCl, let's see, KCl, NaCl, HCl, H2SO4, because HBr, NH4OH, okay, NaOH, KOH, some acids, base and salts. Here those are nothing but the acids, bases and salts. They behave as the electrolyte. Why they behave as electrolyte? Because they carries electricity due to the presence of ions in its aqueous solution. Means what? Nothing but Jaja compounds, those compounds in an aqueous solution, if forms ions, due to the presence of ions, they carries the electricity. Therefore, they are called as the electrolyte. Very simple. Now, let us consider non-electrolyte. How we can define non-electrolyte? Non-electrolyte. Same substance. Those substance, same definition here we can see here. Those substance do not conduct, carries electricity due to why they do not conduct electricity? Due to the absence of ions in an aqueous solution are called as non-electrolyte. Are called as non-electrolyte. Very simple. Those substance carries the electricity called as the electrolyte. Those substance do not carries the electricity called as the non-electrolyte. Why they carries the electricity? Because of the ions they carries the electricity. This is a simple concept what we have to understand. Electrolyte are those substance carries the electricity due to the presence of ions in an aqueous solution is called as the electrolyte. What is non-electrolyte? Non-electrolytes are those substance they do not carry any electricity. Because of what? Why they don't carry electricity? Because they do not form ions in its solution. Example, glucose. See, the molecule is glucose, always remember. So, glucose, urea, sucrose. These are the certain molecules, they never forms into the ions. Glucose molecule असेल, urea असेल, sucrose असेल, water मध्ये डिसोसिएट केल्यानंतर किंवा स्प्लिट केल्यानंतर दे नेवर फॉर्म्स इन टू द आयन्स. आयन्समध्ये कधीच फॉर्म होणार नाही. दे फॉर्म सिंगल मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ ग्लुकोज. इफ इट इज डिसोसिएटेड दे फॉर्म्स वन मॉलिक्यूल. Here, if KCl is dissociated, they form if one molecule of KCl is dissociated, one K plus and one Cl minus can be formed. Here, glucose they never dissociate. Urea is never dissociate. Therefore, it do not form ions. Therefore, it do not form ions. It do not carries the electricity. Therefore, it is called as the non-electrolyte. Very simple definition. Electrolyte and the non-electrolyte. What are the electrolytes? Electrolytes are those substances conduct the or carries the electricity due to the presence of ions in aqueous solution, called as the electrolyte. Example, all salts, all acids, all bases. Here, non-electrolytes, they do not carry the electricity, they do not conduct the electricity due to the absence of the ions, therefore they are called as the non-electrolyte. Okay. Now let's see the types of electrolyte. Types of electrolyte. See, this is the definition of electrolyte, this is the definition of non-electrolyte. Non-electrolytes are do not carry the electricity. Here the electrolytes are they conduct the electricity due to the presence of ions. In this whole topic we are going to discuss on, we are focusing on the electrolytes. We are discussing about the electrolytes because they form the ions, they are dissociated into the ions, those carry the electricity. Let's see the types of electrolyte. Very simple. Types of electrolyte. They are generally types of electrolyte. Generally, they are classified or categorized into, mostly they are popular two categories are there, but we consider as the general three categories. That is one, first is strong electrolyte. Strong electrolyte. Second, weak electrolyte, and third one which is moderate electrolyte. Strong electrolyte, weak electrolyte and the moderate electrolyte. See, now we know the definition of electrolyte. आता आपल्याला काय माहिती आहे, इलेक्ट्रोलाइटचं डेफिनेशन आपल्याला माहिती आहे. व्हॉट इज इलेक्ट्रोलाइट? इलेक्ट्रोलाइट इज अ सबस्टेंस, इट फॉर्म्स इनटू द आयन्स and it conduct the electricity. Means what? These are the electrolytes. All these are the electrolytes. Means all can form the ions into the in its aqueous solution. You getting this point? तुमच्या लक्षात आलं का? हे तिन्ही electrolytes आहेत. All are the electrolytes. Means all are can forms into the ions. Okay, now we have to define it. What is mean by strong electrolyte, what is mean by weak electrolyte, and what is mean by moderate electrolyte. Now what is a strong electrolyte? These are the electrolytes. Now see, these are the electrolyte. See, these are the electrolytes because we are the electrolytes. These are the electrolyte. Okay, these are the electrolytes when it dissolved in aqueous solution, it completely ionizes or dissociate into ions are called strong electrolyte. Now see, these are the electrolytes when it dissolved in aqueous solution, it completely ionizes, it completely dissociate into ions are called as the strong electrolyte. Example, let me see the examples here. What are the example? HCl. Let us take the HCl, NaOH. Let us take KOH. Okay. Now these are the HCl is the acid. Strong acid, strong bases. HCl is the acid because into the aqueous solution it forms H plus. Here NaOH is the base. it is a strong base. Why it is strong base? Why it is strong acid? NaOH is strong base means it into the water, into the aqueous solution, it forms more completely dissociate into the OH ions. KOH. Let us see H2SO4. Let us see KCl, which is a salt. NaCl is a salt. Now see, all these are the electrolyte. In the first example, we are seeing these are the electrolyte. Why they are strong? It 100% dissociation is there, completely dissociated. If you take 10 molecules of HCl, 10 molecules of NaOH, they completely dissociate into the 10 molecules of Na plus, 10 molecules of 10 ions of Na plus, 10 ions of Cl minus. 100% dissociation is there. 100% ionization is there. Ionization, the dissociation means nothing but the split into the ions. Here, the strong electrolytes are those electrolyte, it dissolved in aqueous solution, completely ionizes, completely dissociates into ions, is called as the strong electrolyte. Example, HCl, NaOH, KOH, H2SO4, NaCl, KCl. Okay, these are the strong acids, strong base, strong acid, strong salt. Likewise, here all are the strong means they are completely dissociated, they are completely ionized in its aqueous solution. Therefore, they are called as the strong electrolyte. Now, let's see second, weak electrolyte. What is the weak electrolyte? These are electrolytes, same definition. These are the electrolyte when dissociated, when dissolved in aqueous solution, dissolved in aqueous solution, it partially ionizes or dissociated. Partially ionized or dissociated into ions are called as weak electrolyte. Very simple definition. Now, the above strong electrolyte, they are completely dissociated. Now, here in this case, weak electrolyte, they are the electrolytes when dissolved in aqueous solution, it partially ionized or partially dissociated into the forms, into the ions, is called as the weak electrolyte. Partial म्हणजे किती पर्यंत, up to which extent? 5 to 10%. Partial means किती percentage इथं? Partially means 5 to 10% of the ions, they are dissociated into the molecules, are dissociated into the ions. Means example, what are the example we can see? Examples here, acetic acid, which is a weak acid, formic acid, NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide, ammonia, NH3, these are the weak bases, weak acids. Means if you take acetic acid in a solution of water, if you take 10 molecule of acetic acid, means 10 molecules are not dissociated, means maybe of one molecule, 2 molecules are slightly dissociated into the ions, CH3CO negative and H plus. Not 10 molecules, not 100% molecules. Out of 10, 2-3 molecules are dissociated and remaining 7 to 8 molecules are undissociated. Means what? It is a weak electrolyte. Because of what? Weak electrolytes, it defines that it is an electrolyte when it dissolved in aqueous solution, it partially ionizes or partially dissociated into ions. Partial means how much extent? Partial nothing but the 5 to 10% only. Partially, whenever the word partially we are using, the dissociation is 5 to 10%. Examples we are seeing: acetic acid, formic acid, ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH and ammonia. The last one, which is moderate electrolyte. These are general, there is no any, we can say moderate electrolyte. These are electrolyte. Again, same thing, these are the electrolytes. Again, when dissolved in aqueous solution, it moderately dissociated, moderately ionized ionizes or dissociated. Moderately means how much? 50%. Here in bracket I will write 50%. Moderately ionizes or dissociated into ions. Are called as moderate electrolyte. See, there is no any particular example is there, but whenever particular electrolyte is taken, if it is dissociated up to 50%, let me say consider that is a moderate electrolyte. If 100% dissociation is there, that is the strong electrolyte. If the partial dissociation is there, that is weak electrolyte. Partial means how much? 5 to 10% only. Moderate electrolytes, they are dissociated up to 50%. They are called as the moderate electrolyte. I hope you understand now. In the today's lecture, we discussed about the definition of electrolyte, definition of non-electrolyte, and the types of the electrolytes, which are the three types of the electrolyte. One is the strong electrolyte, second is the weak electrolyte, and third one is the moderate electrolyte. What is strong electrolyte? Strong electrolytes are the electrolytes, they are 100% dissociated. They are the strong electrolytes. What are the weak electrolyte? The electrolytes, when dissolved in aqueous solution, they are dissociated partially up to the extent of 5 to 10%. They are called as the weak electrolyte. In case of the moderate electrolyte, they are dissociated up to 50% to forms into the ions, called as the moderate electrolytes. Okay, here I will stop here. In the next lecture, we will see degree of ionization, factors affecting on the degree of ionization. Okay, before ending this video, again I request to all of you, you go to my YouTube channel, that is Dr. S.G. Konda's E-Chemistry. If you type E-Chemistry on YouTube, search, you will get my channel name. You go to that channel, you subscribe it, and you can watch all the videos which I have uploaded and that YouTube channel, and you can like it, you share it, and you subscribe it. Okay, thank you so much.